everybody? Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate Morning Picks Preview Show. The show where me and my co-host here, Eric, Uncle Rico, we give you our favorite plays the day of college football action. Not only do we have you covered earlier in the week, but we have you covered the day of for you slackers, you last-minute people out there that haven't gotten your picks in.
First of all, I have a question for you. How you feeling? How you feeling this morning after that big win last night? Conference win. Win.
Oh, dude, I woke up this morning hungover, dead, not feeling it. Look at that hat, by the way.
Dude, seriously, dude. Probably the lid. Fucking sexy. Dude, Lions hat.
Dude, sole possession of first place in the Big Ten West, so everyone can eat my ass right now.
So how many wins are they at right now?
That's win number 3.
And what was Nebraska's over-under?
7.5.
Doable.
Very tough. We really needed that Georgia Southern win and that Northwestern win. Especially with how bad Northwestern looks.
Doable.
It's technically doable.
Look at it like this, dude. You have a better way of doing that than Jennifer Lopez knocking on my front door today.
Let's see what...
It all depends how you look at it, my friend.
It does. Purdue, Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa are our last games.
Where's that Minnesota game? How many are on the... Who's on the road?
Purdue on the road.
Okay.
Illinois at home. Minnesota at home.
That Illinois game is going to be tough because Illinois is just going to run that.
They're so good. Minnesota's at home. Michigan's on the road. I'm just calling that one a loss.
Okay.
Wisconsin's at home. Iowa's on the road.
You guys.
We would need to win 4 out of these next 6.
But you know what? Doable. At least you have a chance.
No, because it's 7.5. So we would need to win all of these but 1.
Oh, and the Michigan game is a loss.
Yeah, so we would need to win every single. So if you think Nebraska can finish over their win total, just put a future ticket on Nebraska to win the Big Ten West because they would at that point.
Oh, 100%.
If Nebraska goes 7-5, they win the Big Ten West. How stupid is this division?
How awesome is this division? Is more like it.
Oh my God.
Well, hey, buddy, you know what? At least there's a light at the end of the road. I mean, I got my Michigan State Cup rocking today, and we suck. You know, we're gonna get boat raced.
The biggest con man in college football.
So just let me tell you a story. My nephew, who's 5, just turned 6, called me. Scored his first tutty, had 3 in the game in a flag football game. Cloud 9. Goes to the Michigan State Minnesota game, calls me crying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like just a heartbroken lad.
Yep.
Heartbroken lad on Michigan State. Before I get started, I do want to say go to santanita.pick'em. They have a free contest, college football, MLB, and horse racing. It's free to enter, and you have a chance to win $1,000, Jim. How do you not do that, man?
It's layering your degeneracy through different sports.
How do you not do that?
It's very fun.
All right. So you ready to dive into some picks?
Let's dive into some picks.
All right. I'm starting us off. I only have one game in the noon slate. I need to be locked in the noon slate. We got Kansas going for win number 6, chance to go bowling. You know what? My only play on the noon slate, I'm taking the over 64.5. LSU, Tennessee. Some books it's actually dipped down to 64. I love that even more. Reality of the situation, LSU can throw the ball. Jaden Daniels is having a good season throwing the ball. And Kelly's been vocal about wanting to throw the ball more. The weakness in the Tennessee's defense is the secondary, and Tennessee's offense is a machine. I think this goes over, and there could be some shenanigans. Uncle Rico did have that over in that Houston game last night. Then there's a little shenanigans. It happens. You know, let's just roll with it.
I am starting off. How has this line moved so much? Louisville is -1 versus Virginia.
I think we talked about you hit the nail on the head. This is a must-win game.
This is a must-win. I feel like an idiot, though, because I got Louisville at -4.
And I think, like, there's rumors that he's lost the locker room. And Malik Cunningham's banged up. He may not go.
That's probably it. If he doesn't play, then yeah, Louisville's like I still think they can win it. This is a must-win game, though. This is a must-win game for Satterfield if he wants to keep his job.
I mean, is there going to be another coaching fire? Oh, and we talked about
we're averaging one a week.
We talked about maybe Deion Sanders going to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
What about Clay Helton?
I've heard that. I talked about that one with
here it is, 39 minutes ago. Pete Tamel. Oh, also, I'll go to a more credible source. Sources himself, Brett McMurphy, senior quarterback Malik Cunningham won't play at Virginia entering his consecutive streak of 40 consecutive starts.
Okay, that would be why then, because I got the line when Malik Cunningham was still like projected to maybe play. Whatever. Fuck it. I still like Louisville -1. Virginia's that bad.
Jesus, dude. Just no love. No love for the people. Do you have any what noon slate action do you have?
Noon slate. So
I think this is what we need to start doing because people say like someone DM me.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I had a guy come up to me at the wedding I was at last weekend. And he's like, dude, I love you and Jim, but you guys are like bouncing all over the place with your picks. Just go just go in order. So I think that's what we need to start doing.
Noon slate, it is. I'm still going to stick with Louisville. I love Michigan -22.5. I like the over in the TCU Kansas game. And I like Purdue to get it done straight up against Maryland.
It is October.
Yeah. I'm going to fade the hell out of him. Also, I forgot this was also on the noon slate. I like Oklahoma +8.5. That game is dangerously close every year.
I think what I want to do is I want to wait. That's going to be a live betting. Kansas, TCU, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma and Texas. That's just day trading 101 for me.
You're not going to back your boys in the Tennessee Volunteers, take them -3?
I just took the over, dude. Jim.
That's fair.
My boy Bobby, he's an old man. He's older than I am. Took me under his wing. And one of the first things he says to me, he goes, and what he does is what I want to do. I mean, this guy is like legit. I talk to this guy all the time. He tells me not to be a chicken shit, just do this full time. And he's like, kid, never late points on the road, especially in college football. So I got to listen to my boy Bobby. Taught me a lot.
Fair. Listen to the wisdom.
Listen to Bobby.
Okay, what's up next? The 2:00 slate?
Yeah.
Who do you liking? Because I got a couple. I'm loving Georgia Southern right now.
Are we talking God's Country at 2:30 or are we talking Eastern? I don't have any action until the 3:30 slate.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna say I love Georgia Southern plus the 3 and money line, and I love Cincinnati -27 versus South Florida. Now we could go to the 3:30 slate.
All right, my first bet. Look, I think it's a situational trap for Oklahoma State. I haven't been that impressed with their defense. Texas Tech. I got to give credit. This boy Smith looked way better. They beat Texas. For the most part, they played last week against Kansas State. Played them competitive. Adrian Martinez playing out of this world. And I'll say it. And I'm always the first to give credit where credit is due. Oklahoma State's quarterback, he's not as good as Adrian Martinez. I think he's going to struggle to move the ball. Texas Tech's been in this situation before, played ranked teams tough. I like the 9.5. I also did a little sprinkle on that plus 281.
It is hard to take away from Spencer Sanders and Oklahoma State whenever they play Baylor because for some reason weird stuff happens and he plays Baylor bad. I think he is a good quarterback. I don't want to touch this game, but if I am, I'm leaning the Texas Tech plus 9.5.
I also look at it CMU backdoor. They weren't that impressive against Arizona State.
That's kind of where I'm leaning too. Like I think Oklahoma State
I think
they probably win, but I like that's too many points for a good Texas Tech team.
Yeah.
In this slate, I like Toledo -5.5 versus Northern Illinois. I've been pondering this line all week, kind of watching it. Northern Illinois. So last year they won a bunch of one-score games. This year they're that carriage is turning into a pumpkin. They're losing. I think they're 1-3 in one-score games this year so far.
Yep. And that's why Vegas, like we always said, we weren't going to take the under in their team total. It took forever for Vegas to pop it, and when it did, it was just hammered. So yeah, I like that too. I'm going out to the Conference of Champions. I'm backing your boy, DTR, plus the 3.5. Utah against Oregon State last week, with Oregon State's backup quarterback playing, Oregon State outgained him. UCLA
at Utah too.
Yeah, UCLA's rushing attack is legit. It's a great situational spot too, because who does Utah play next week?
USC.
You got to play the spot here. I think the DTR Heisman hype is for real. Props to you for giving out that plus. Was it 1,000-to-1 ticket we did in our pack?
100-to-1.
100-to-1. Sorry, 100-to-1. Props to you. I absolutely love them. I think they're going to be able to move the ball running. We did talk a little bit yesterday about about how maybe it's a spot to fade them, but I don't think Washington is that good. I think this UCLA team is legit. I think they're going to beat them straight up. But I took the 3.5.
I'm going to do the only time I've ever hedged, and I have Utah minus the 3. That's the closest you'll see me to getting into a hedge territory, just because I feel like Utah just owns the LA schools.
I'm going to send a link to my boy Brad just so he can come on here with his Marlboro dangling out the side of his mouth, and he can just look at you and say, Jimbo, don't lay points on the road. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do today.
I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to also – I like my other favorite. It's another big spread. I'm taking Pitt minus the 14.5 versus Virginia Tech.
Good bounce
Pitt,
back.
What does Pitt always do after like a shitty Pitt loss like they had to Georgia Tech? They always bounce back.
Yep.
Like the best Pitt team last year, that great Pitt team, they lost to – who did they lose to Central Michigan? Or what team did they lose to?
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan, yeah. This team just has inexplicable losses in it every single year. They're still a good team.
Yeah. Next one. I am going to. Oh, I don't have a game till 6:30, dude. So
I have a couple more in this time slot. I've finally pulled the trigger on it. Not only am I on the under the Wisconsin Northwestern game, I am on Wisconsin minus 10. Another laying points on the road. Fuck it.
Look at you.
Also, laying points on the road again. Duke minus 3.5. I don't like that anymore because I got it at 3, but 3.5 maybe. And then I'm in 4 o'clock now. That was a 4 o'clock game.
Okay. I don't have anything to the nighttime slate.
Okay, Ohio State minus 27 versus your Michigan State Spartans. Dude, I'm sorry, Aaron.
Right. Hey, dude, I'm sorry, dude. Mel Tucker is awful.
He's terrible.
He's legitimately terrible. And Miss El Paso, she's a huge Michigan State fan like I am. She's going to be on our live stream later today during the Kansas game. We could talk more to her about it because she's got some opinions. She's team Mel Tucker. I can't stand Mel Tucker. He really pulled a.
He did a midnight Mel on you guys, and then now we're in the 6 o'clock time slot.
I'm still at 6:30, buddy.
Damn it, dude. You're so late. I'm taking App State minus 19 versus Texas State. Texas State's no good. I'm also taking UTEP on the money line versus Louisiana Tech. I'm also okay. Now I'm in 6:30. I'm gonna open it up. I'm taking the over 65.5 in the Army Wake Forest game.
I kind of feel like you need to. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like you need to do that just because of what happened last year.
Just on principle.
My first play. Look, South Carolina is getting guys back on the defensive side. We don't even know if we don't even know what's going on with Will Levis yet. We don't even know if he's playing, if he's not playing, what percentage. So I took South Carolina here plus the points. Their defense will be better. I think they're going to be able to stay within the number. I think it's a good situational fade of Kentucky, because who did Kentucky just play? They just played Ole Miss, and I'm pulling up their schedule right now. I think I'm spacing on who they have next. Who do they have next? Have Mississippi State next. Yeah, I think this is just a good situational spot to fade Kentucky here. Sleepy spot at home against South Carolina, who's getting defensive starters back, star quarterbacks hurt, who hasn't looked that impressive. So
I like that pick. I like that. I'm going to go roll with K-State -1 versus Iowa State. I don't understand what. I get that it's Farmageddon. I get that it's a rivalry game. I get that you don't lay points on the road, blah, 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 blah. But K-State's the way better team. And they get up for this game. The Kansas State Wildcats hate Iowa State.
I did. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have a 40 bet, a Busch Light 40 bet, because I'm taking Iowa State.
Okay.
I'm taking Iowa State. I think this is the best defense they played. I think they're going to be able to limit Kansas State's rushing attack with how physical they are up front. Weird stuff happens in Ames in a primetime game. And also, just for the simple fact, I think Adrian Martinez is due for a dip. You know what I mean? Like, he
That's
can't.
Fair.
You know, like,
that's fair.
He's playing. He's gotten better every single game. He's due for an obvious
No,
dip.
he did not look good during the Tulane game.
Oh, I forgot about that Tulane game. Speaking of Tulane, dude, I'm just looking at our 40-1 future right now.
It's feeling good.
It's
feeling pretty
hot.
good.
It's looking real hot, man.
I got no other plays today. I'm thinking I might do like my degenerate big spread parlay, but I'm not going to give that out for the people today.
Jim, I you know what? I always do a little round robin parlay. You know, this is just my little personal thing I do with some dogs for the weekend. Okay. Do you want to hear my round robin parlay for the day? It did start off,
and then I'll drum one up while you're doing it.
Mine did start yesterday though with the sexy beast known as Colorado State pulling out the win. I'm pulling mine up right now.
Get it up, Eric. Get it up so the world can see.
All right, here we go. My parlay is my round robin parlay: UCLA, Texas Tech, Colorado State, Stanford, Kentucky, Kansas State, Iowa State. Oh, I bet Stanford. I forgot about that one. Sorry.
Oh, going back. Okay.
My fault. My fault, people. You know, just, God, Eric, be better. I think Oregon State's beat up. They have a lot of injuries. Stanford keeps on getting better. I think this is the game they go to bounce back. So I like Stanford here plus the points. I'd also sprinkle on them to straight up win.
Okay. Fucking dangerous.
Oh my God, the spread's all the way down to 5. The people have spoken.
Wow, it's not letting me round robin all these picks.
It's not.
Well, how many can you do? I have 9.
Well, I did UCLA, Texas Tech, Colorado State, Stanford, South Carolina.
Okay, let's me do 8.
And Iowa State. Dude, what kind of second tier book are you using?
I don't want to give him any credit.
Are you using the one that starts with B, ends with A?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that pick, but if I did do, God, it's 246 bets.
Jeez, that's a lot of bets, my friend.
Yeah, $246 pays out 31 grand.
What's that? Scared money don't make money, son.
Yeah, but that's like, oh God, that's like all my bankroll.
Hey man, you know what? Jim,
this is the one time I'm gonna play responsible, but I'm gonna track these teams, and I'm gonna shoot myself in the fucking face if Georgia Southern, Toledo. I'm gonna give you what it is: Georgia Southern, Toledo. Oh wait, no, it's Toledo -5.5. No, get that out of there. Bam. It's way less bets. Now it's only 119 bets. Now I actually might do this one. So Georgia Southern, Purdue, UTEP, Oklahoma, Kansas, Washington State, UCLA.
Okay.
What do we think?
You did UCLA or Utah?
UCLA.
Okay, I like it.
These are all underdogs.
I like it. How do you feel about Tulane -3 against ECU? That just seems small.
Yeah, but ECU's feisty.
Navy getting 6 at home.
ECU is feisty.
What about the game that everyone was?
God damn, I'm pulling the trigger on this round robin. Fuck.
Miami minus 3.5 against UNC.
See, I like the over in that game.
And when is James Madison going to lose?
Never.
I'm
Madison
a
will
little
never
disappointed that
lose.
you didn't take New Mexico plus the 3.5 against Wyoming.
I'm coming around on Wyoming actually being not terrible.
You know what the amazing thing is? When a certain coach was named the coach of Michigan State, somebody was adamant online that they should hire some coach from Wyoming. And so I love it when the people.
You really wanted Craig Bowl, huh?
I think he's better than Mel Tucker.
I think that's fair if you base it off his track record at North Dakota State.
I mean, basically what happened with Michigan State, Pickles said no. They panicked. They hired Tucker. Tucker smoked cigars, gave it to Kenneth Walker. You and I know the true E. Hollywood story about Kenneth Walker coming to Michigan State from our boy. And yeah, he's living off Kenneth Walker. So it is what it is. Michigan State sucks for the next foreseeable future.
That's how it is. My man, Eric, that's the morning show. Folks out there, make sure you tune in. We will be live streaming our watch along for the entire Kansas TCU game to see whether or not I have to eat all the ingredients to a key lime pie.
And we'll be talking like my boy David stopping by. We're gonna be talking MLB betting. We'll be talking horse racing. You know, hell, Jim, can we even talk a little NBA, like the fight that happened?
Oh, we're gonna be talking about everything.
You know, the legend, the myth, Miss El Paso is gonna be making a cameo. I mean, Chase said he'd stop by. Mike is gonna stop by if he doesn't go to the bar. You know, it's gonna be a fun time, my friend. I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a great time. Eric, where can the people find you besides on this stream later today?
At ETOF21, podcast came out yesterday. Jim gave out some XFL stuff. Oh, CFL stuff. I'm sorry. I'm with this guy pretty much every day of the week, and my live stream comes out on Tuesday.
You all know where to find me. I'm at XFL Jim everywhere you can find anybody. I got my CFL recaps every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when they come out. And
I do have a question for you.
Ask away.
You know, is that when we're going to see the conclusion to your Hollywood mystery from last week?
No, not till the end of the month.
So I have to wait all the way along. So you just hook me in, and now I have to wait.
Yeah, it's the October Spookfest special.
So there's not like a. I thought this would be like a little 4-minute mini series at the end of each show.
Yeah. They're like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The finale's not till the end of the month, but there is every week there is like a little spooky extra bit.
I'm gonna get a little 4-minute of action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every week, baby. Every week. CFL Jim's going through it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for participating. We appreciate you. We'll see you later. See you guys around. Love you. And bye-bye.